And we're live.
Hey guys, it's your boy Reggie with RTJR Productions. In my last video I said RTJ Productions, but I'm actually making a slight change because there's multiple people on YouTube that have the same name, so I'm adding the R at the end, so it's RTJR, so keep that in mind. But today, on today's topic of ScreenFax, we're going to be talking about financial literacy. And as a special guest, I'm going to have my mother, Lakeisha Brown. She has well over 10 years of financial experience. She was a client specialist at Morgan Stanley, and she's currently at First Command Financial as a compliance specialist. And yeah, so go ahead, Mom. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Lakeisha Brown. A little about myself. I am a Grambling State University graduate. I graduated years ago, but got into the business of Morgan Stanley early 2000s when I was still in Ohio. But got in the business of Morgan Stanley, went ahead and got all my license. I am Series 7, 63, 66, 24 life and health specialist. So I have all these licenses. So I do want to say what we're going to discuss today is for educational reasons. If you or any one of your viewers want to speak with a financial advisor prior to making any decisions, because everyone is different from income to wants, needs, and you know what they're gonna their ultimate achieving after 20, 30, 40 years from now. So definitely speak with a licensed financial advisor prior to making any decisions.
Gotcha. You guys heard that? So basically, what are your main responsibilities at First Command Financial right now?
At First Command, I am responsible for making sure that I'm in a compliance. So basically what we do is make sure that we are in compliance, one with FINRA, and FINRA is the government, and also with our clients. We are making sure that the financial advisors within our company, and we are all over the United States and Guam, Europe, and a couple of other places where we have a base located. So we're all over the world. But we're making sure that the financial advisors are putting clients in financial vehicles that make sense for them. Prime example, just example, you don't want to put an 80-year-old woman in a tech stock that's probably going to mature in 20 years. Well, she probably won't be around in 20 years to see her benefits. And also, you don't want to put a 20-year-old in a bond fund. Yes, they'll get interest on bonds, but you're not making any money. So 40 years from now, you're still at the same amount of money you were when you was 20. So we're making sure that you're putting the right people in the right vehicles.
Gotcha. So actually, you just brought up a good point with that. With the way the world is changing in regards to finances, I'm hearing that the Social Security system really isn't the best way to go, especially in my generation, of course. So like, what do you recommend that we should start investing in now? Like, what's the best financial decision that we need to make at this age?
Well, again, everyone should seek a financial advisor because you want to look at your income, your risks. What are you trying to achieve? What lifestyle do you want after retirement? So definitely speak with a financial advisor. But to answer your question, one, depending on Social Security, with the baby boomers, which is your grandparents, they're living longer. They're on Social Security. So they're going to use that up. Then we're next. My generation is going to be next. I don't think my generation will be enough Social Security for our generation. So by the time we get in our 60s, our 70s, our 80s, there won't be any Social Security. So definitely your generation, millenniums, you're paying in, but you're not going to I don't see millennials reaping the benefits. And again, this is just my opinion. That comes with government, that comes with who's the president and all that. So again, this is just my opinion, but Social Security alone is not enough. So with that being said, you want to start investing early. I suggest, and we've had this conversation, Once you get a job that you're making, let's say 30,000, 30, 40,000 a year, it is time to start investing in a mutual fund. Now, whether it's a Roth IRA, a traditional IRA, a single name IRA, if you married, a joint account, those are things that you can discuss with your financial advisor. But once you get of a certain caliber or a certain age, it is time to start investing. One thing I want to say, a 20-year-old can invest $50 a month into a mutual fund. 20 years old. When that 20-year-old gets 62 years old, that 20-year-old will have over $1 million. And that is because of compound interest.
Wow.
You invest anywhere from $50 to $100 a month at the age of 20. By the time you turn 62, and based on the return, you could have over $1 million. So now, who needs Social Security? Who needs Social Security when you've already set yourself up?
Wow. There's so much that we don't know that we need to get this information out there. Actually, not just with what you invest in, but looking at life insurance, I know that, you said that you've already got 2 or 3 plans started for me already. And I was wondering, like, I know that, when you're young, you always see the commercials about Gerber, life insurance and everything. But what are the different life insurances that you put on yourself or your children, for whoever? Like, what's the best route to go in regards to the life insurance?
Okay. The best route, and again, it goes different ways. I can tell you about what I did with us. Again, growing up, when you was growing up, we didn't have much. I was a single mom, your dad was around and everything. Thank God for that. But with that being said, the Gerber insurance, probably $20 a year, I think I paid on that. And then once you got of age, got whole life insurance. A lot of people, and I like to say our people, don't understand the difference between insurance. They go and get term life insurance, and every year that term life, that amount will change based on your age. You get sickness, because you got to go back through underwriting each time. So if you get a whole life policy, and a whole life policy is like a straight life, it's guaranteed. As long as you pay that premium at the age you get it, let's say you get it at 21 and you got a $50,000 policy on you, you're paying $17 a month. Well, you're going to pay that $17 a month until you pass, and you're good. It's never going to go up. With term insurance, and that's what we tend to run to, is term insurance, because it's $8 a month, because we don't want to pay the $17. By the time we get to our 60s and our 70s, that term policy is now you're paying $100 and some a month for it. So it's not even worth it. So I encourage anyone to speak. I am licensed in insurance, but speak to a licensed insurance specialist. Whole life insurance with the option to purchase additional insurance. That's what I have on you. So every 3 years, you'll be able to purchase an additional $50,000. And when you think about it, right now, you don't need but $50,000 on you. But, when life happens, you meet someone, you get married, you have kids, you buy a house. So these are life events that's happening. So 10 years from now, you might need more insurance. You have that option to purchase more insurance, even if something happened that was tragic, anything, cancer, any type of medical thing, they could not deny you because you've already purchased that rider to get additional insurance. That's what a lot of people don't know.
What advice would you give to someone from any age? What are the best saving options for someone that has little experience, be it 401k, CD, etc.? What are the different ways of saving that you would recommend?
Well, first, 401k, absolutely. If you work for a company and they're telling you we have a 401k plan or any type of savings plan, ESOP plan, savings, and ESOP is very far, they don't really do that anymore. But if they have a 401k plan and they're going to match you, do not leave money on the table. I'm going to repeat that. That is important. Do not leave money on the table. And I say that because if they're going to match you, that means they're giving you money. If you put in, we'll match you. Don't leave money on the table. So 401k first and foremost. Of course, you need an IRA account. If you don't have an IRA account, then open an IRA account. Depending on how much money you make, you can do a Roth IRA account. If you can do a Roth IRA account, do it. A Roth IRA account meaning that you've already paid taxes on this. So when and once you put the money in, you can't get it out 2 years from now. You can't go unless one time if you want to buy your first house. You know, there's rules, medical bills if you're terminal ill or something. So there's rules for that. But you can't put it out to go get some Jordans. But once you put it in a Roth IRA account, it sits there until you're age 59 and a half. I don't know. Anyway, 59 and a half. And after then, you can pull it out and it's tax-free. Guess what? It's been sitting there. You invest in that in some type of fund, some mutual fund. So for all those years, it's been gaining interest and dividend and interest and dividend. So it's up here. It's been sitting for 30 years. And you can spend that freely without paying the government, because we all know taxes are going to continue to go up. They're never going to go down. I don't know whether it's Republican, Democrat. You're not going to have a president in office that say, we are going to lower the federal tax. No, that's not going to happen. So traditional IRA, that means you put it in before you pay taxes on it. And again, you speak to a financial advisor, they'll tell you which account is best for you. A traditional IRA, you don't pay taxes on it now. But when you do, and again, that's gonna grow, compound interest, years and years and years. You turn 50, 59 and a half, you can start taking it out. You're gonna pay taxes on it. So let's say taxes 2020 is 10%. You'd rather pay 10% taxes, or do you want to wait 30, 40 years from now, 2050, and taxes are 15%? Now you got way more money and you paying 15% on that. So again, you speak to a financial advisor, they tell you which is best, whether it's a Roth IRA account or a traditional IRA account.
Gotcha. And actually, for my final question, you kind of answered some of it, but pretty much what are the best ways to budget and actually build your credit up?
Okay, budgeting. Budgeting is always gonna have to be written down. And again, you don't have to get pen and paper. I know you guys are millennials, but you do wanna get an Excel document. And again, you wanna put your needs on this side, everything that you need. You're gonna have to pay your bills, okay? You're gonna have to pay your rent. You're gonna have to pay insurance. These are things that's need. These are monthly needs. Then you have your monthly wants. I do want to go out and have dinner with my friends. I do want the latest iPhone. I do want this. So this is what I'm talking about. And then you do the same thing for 40 years from now. You know when you want to retire. Do you want to work to 70? Or do you want to work to 60? You know what? See, everybody's different. That's why you got to talk to a financial advisor. So you put what you want at that age. Because you're retired doesn't mean that your life stopped. You still want to be able to go on that one vacation a year or do this or go see the grandkids or whatever the case. So with budgeting, you put your wants and your needs down. And then when you look at your wants, you really have to say, I want this, but I don't need this. Instead of me paying this $1,000 for this iPhone, I'm gonna keep this phone 2 more years. There's nothing wrong with it. It's moving a little slow. I'm gonna put that money in my savings. I'm gonna put that in my mutual fund. I'm gonna put that in my emergency fund if my car mess up on me. I'm gonna, so you have to think logically when it comes to that. Another thing I want to touch on, you asking about CDs. CDs and money market are good vehicles. However, right now, the Fed has lowered the interest rate so low that CDs are not making money. You can put it in a CD, or getting ready to buy a house in 2 years, you put your money in a 2-year CD. It's safe. So when you get ready to buy your house, you got your down payment. You got your 20% down payment. So that's good. Don't ever think that they're not good vehicles because it's not making money. Because you always want your money to be safe. First and foremost, safe. Then you want to calculate the risk and reward. It goes like this. It's more like a little seesaw. Risk, reward, risk, reward. But then at the same time, you want to grow. So just keep that in mind.
Gotcha. Well, I appreciate it, Mom.
Everything?
Oh, yeah, pretty much. That was, you nailed it right there. But I want to say I appreciate you coming on, Mom. You've definitely taught me so much. I know you definitely taught a lot of my viewers so much about financial literacy, and hopefully that it sticks with my generation and the generation underneath us, and we can continue to grow and just know how to save money and just be better off set financially. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We definitely learned a lot about financial literacy. If you guys like the video, like and subscribe. Send it to your friends and family so they can be more knowledgeable on financial literacy and knowing how to save and budget. If you have any questions, go in the comment section and leave them for me. I can get in contact with my mom at any point. Obviously I can call her, and I'll get your questions answered to you immediately. And yeah, be ready for the next episode of ScreenFax next week. And no matter where you go or what you do, the camera is always rolling. See you guys next time.